building. What it do, what it do. Atlanta's up in this thing. Come on in, sit yourselves right on down. The Bronx, New York is in this bitch. Say, what poppin' past that Liquor D, 30 minutes of five. Say your first round here. Appreciate that right there. Say, Willie, happy Wednesday. Happy hump day. What it do? What it do? New Jersey's in the building. Say the 732 pimping what's happening. Say the 510 Oakland, California's checking on in. The 407 is up in the building. Come on in. Come on in. Don't be afraid. Let me get some thumbs up. Let me get some shares. Go ahead on and do both. Go ahead on and do both. Say, hey, Sugar and Chat Tyler, Texas is up in the building. What's happening? Say Grand Rising in the morning to your brother Willie. What's happening, man? Thank y'all for being around here. Mississippi is up in the building. What it do? What it do? Shout out to D for the $6 cash app. I appreciate that right there. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Shout out to that dog. What is that? Oh, my bad. Kentucky is up in the building. What's happening? Say the 209 Cali is up in the building. Say, hey, Willie and Chat fam, what it do? What it do? Shout out to what did I? Okay. Shout out to Jermaine for the $1 cash app. Say for the midday support. I appreciate that right there. I do. Thank you. That's what's up. Say Baltimore's in it. What's happening? They say was about to put a bolo out if you didn't show up today. Oh man. Life was lifing. Life was out here lifing. Player couldn't show up. Boy. Things be happening, and this is why like your insurances need to be paid up. If your insurance is paid up, shit go just a tad bit better. You know what I'm saying? Say the 281 Houston, Texas. Say, hey, Chad, hey, Willie, what it do? You say, Willie, I'm gonna get tested for STDs and STIs today. Oh, all right. He say, got to keep myself clean and healthy. Facts. Do that there between Saturday through Thursday. You know what I'm saying? Make sure that you're clean out here in these streets. But on Friday though, live your best filthy, dirty life. Be as nasty as you want to be on a Friday. You know what I'm saying? Shot Time is up in the building. What's happening? Say the 334 Monkey Time is up in this thing. Y'all come on. Keep on hitting the button. Keep on hitting the little button. Shout out to Red Eagle for the $2 cash app. You say great rides. Hashtag Kevin Poole. That's what I'm talking about. Shout out to Kevin Poole. Always remember Kevin Poole. Yeah. He tried to save something out here in the doggone street. Got to be more careful. Didn't really see too much. Didn't really see too much going on out here in the doggone street because I could not even focus on what was going on out here in the doggone street. Again, lifing. You know. You say sick of these YouTube commercials. They be doing too much. They really do be doing too much with the people who be out here going live, like myself. You know what I'm saying? You go live, they're trying to flood you. Trying to flood you with commercials, which is also strange because I have been changing on every show. There's three statuses. There's three levels of the advertisement. You can do the conservatives, you can do the balance, and you can do the highest one is, I guess, like flood like your audience with it. I always drop down to conservative. And they still hitting y'all with all these doggone commercials. The shit that don't even pay me. You know what I'm saying? I can't get paid from them because I know I'm not getting paid from them because they show y'all so many commercials and the money don't be adding up. You know what I'm saying? So I know I ain't getting paid for it. For real. We had 73 with the thumbs up. I'm not even trying to hit 100. I'm just glad that y'all are here. Let's go ahead on and get into a little something. Let's see what we got. And I also want to say ahead of time, well, nope. I ain't going to say anything right now. I'm just going to leave that right where it's at right at this moment. I saw a few things. Sad story. Let's go ahead to Jacksonville, Florida, my state, stand your ground state. Bust up your home state, please don't run up. We in fit for our life state. I haven't even watched the video, but I've been meaning to watch the video for about 2 days now. I've been meaning to do that right there, but player been into something. Player really been into something. Let's go ahead on and jump into this right here. We have a Florida boy who shoots his mother and father and walks to church. Now, I saw this title a few days ago, and I'm like, well, what did the parents do? What did the mom and the father do for the boy to shoot the both of them? Here we go.
But first, back to that breaking news in Clay County.
Yeah, the Clay County Sheriff's Office says 2 people are dead. This is a shooting investigation. This is off of Silver Point, right off of County Road 220, close to the Middleburg area. Police are setting up right now to give us more information. Right now, we do have our Logan McDonald. Let's listen in.
Just after midnight this morning, our 911 communications center received a call from a young man who stated he had just killed his parents. He stated that deputies could find his parents at the house and that he had walked just over a mile away to a church and he would await for deputies to arrive to take him into custody. Deputies responded immediately to both locations, the church and then to a home on out here in the Middleburg area. When deputies arrived to the church, they took 14-year-old Trevor Lee into custody. When almost simultaneously deputies arrived to the address in question, they found 2 deceased individuals inside. David Lee, 44 years of age, and Brandy Smith, 45 years of age.
Willie, they just kids. They don't know what they doing. 14-year-old. Shoot both parents and call the police. Listen, I done got rid of them. Come on around here and pick them up. They staining the rugs.
Both of the deceased appeared to have gunshot wounds. Based upon our preliminary investigation, and we're still very early in this investigation, it appears that there was some sort of domestic argument last night between Trevor Lee and his parents, and that this shooting culminated from that argument. This does appear to be an isolated incident, and we have no further threat to our community at this time. Again, this is a very active scene. Our detectives are working diligently to try to figure all of this out. We do want to extend our deepest sympathies to the family, the friends, and all of those who are affected by this heartbreaking incident, and we would like to ask anybody in the community that may have some information regarding Trevor Lee or his parents to please reach out to us at 904-264.
If y'all know something, like say something, if y'all done heard something like on social media or something like that right there, y'all
however you book your car. First
reach out to us at law enforcement so we can at least understand it, like a little bit more understanding about the thought process of a son of a 14-year-old. He's 14. Is that the picture of a 14-year-old? Are we not supposed to show minors who have been accused of crimes such as murder? Huh?
We're seeing the face of the teen who stands accused of killing his parents. 14-year-old Trevor Lee facing 2 counts of second-degree murder, and for the first time tonight, we're hearing his voice in the newly released 911 dispatch recording. I want to warn you, hearing the call may be disturbing.
You first?
Yes, sir.
Go ahead, I'll listen to you. Well, I was going to ask if you could pray for me, man.
He's asking for prayer. Can you pray for me? He has no idea what he did. He have no understanding of what he decided to do with knocking off his parents, but he also understands that if you pray for me, then things will go better.
I'll definitely be praying for you, son.
Investigators say Lee was outside a church when he dialed 911 and reported himself. He stayed on the phone until deputies got to his location and took him into custody.
News4JAX Jackson reporter Eric Albanese here in studio with us with more on this new information he obtained in this case. Eric?
Yeah, we were able to acquire a lot more information than what we had yesterday when we first reported this story. Now, we now know where in the house the parents were killed and the extent of their fatal injuries. We also found out that the 14-year-old called his aunt in California before he called 911 to turn himself in. Just one day after 44-year-old David Lee and 45-year-old Brandy Smith were found shot to death inside their Silver Oak subdivision home in Middleburg, News4Jax has learned the couple was in their bed when they were shot multiple times.
Question, real quick. That's mama and daddy? Her representative popping, though. I got to give it to him. So is he black? Huh? Is this a young black boy? Is this a young black 14-year-old boy? This is his parents. Yeah. Run it.
To death inside their Silver Oak subdivision home in Middleburg, News4Jax
You said that that's his stepdaddy?
has learned the couple was in their bed when they were shot multiple times. Both were pronounced deceased when paramedics arrived. Investigators identified the killer as the couple's son, 14-year-old Trevor Lee. After the parents were murdered, Lee called his aunt in California. She then called Clay County 911 dispatch. What her nephew told her was redacted from the 911 recording.
You say, Willie, the hair says no. Thank you. Thank you.
They're in the house, please. Please. Send help, immediately, ambulance, whatever, immediately.
The teen traveled to a nearby church parking lot and called 911. He stayed on the line until deputies arrived to take him into custody.
I'm by the road. I threw my backpack away from me. I'm stressed. I'm waiting for the police. What do you mean you're stressed? Nothing in my pocket. I emptied my pockets and everything. There's nothing in my pockets.
Whoa. Run it. Wait a minute. Shout out to Sensei for the $2 super chat. You say adult after the crime, but not when they have sex. Facts. He is now a adult at 14. You can't get a driver's license. He can't sign a contract. He can't, you know what I'm saying? He can't really work. No. But he can be held as an adult. That's what's up. Trevor, I'm by the road. I threw my backpack away from me. I'm stretched. I didn't even know what I'm stretched meant. Me personally, I have never heard I'm stretched. Even the dispatcher had no idea what I'm stretched mean. So while people will still say, but he's just a baby, he don't know what he's doing, he know what I'm stretched mean. Huh? I'm stretched means I emptied my pockets and everything. There's nothing in my pockets. I've watched so many crime videos, some cop stories and all that fly stuff. I've been in the communities. I've never heard I'm stretched. Keep on going.
There's nothing in my pockets.
While most of his conversation with the dispatcher was redacted, we hear him ask the dispatcher to pray for him.
You pray?
Yes, sir.
Go ahead, I'll listen to you. Well, I was going to ask if you could pray for me, man. But I'll definitely be praying for you, son.
And y'all do know, typically when people introduce religion, that lets society know that they're not crazy or that they don't have a mental health problem. I explained to y'all. Don't even worry about it. Go ahead.
These parents are dead in their bed. And
Retired JSO Director of Investigations turned News4Jax crime and safety analyst Tom Hackney says this was no doubt a heinous crime carried out by a kid, but he also says the fact that the teen called 911 to surrender himself says something.
instant remorse. When you hear the sound of his voice and you hear kind of what he's going through, aside from the redacted part, you hear some instant remorse. And I think that's kind of bolstered by the fact that he left the scene and goes immediately to call 911 and turn himself in.
Now, the 14-year-old remains in custody at the regional juvenile.
Does that mean that you is remorseful after you shoot somebody and then you call law enforcement? Huh? I've done multiple stories where somebody have shot their loved ones and then they call the police. So is we saying that if you do it and then you call the police that you is remorseful? I've never even thought about it like that, but I guess.
Detention center in Jacksonville. So far, he has not been charged as an adult.
Say that little piece again, pimp, because that right there is shocking what he just said. Go ahead.
Now, the 14-year-old remains in custody at the Regional Juvenile Detention Center in Jacksonville. So far, he has not been charged as an adult.
I don't know how that worked. I don't know how that worked. Did y'all catch it? Because I know that y'all heard that. I know that y'all heard that. Y'all can't get away from it. Y'all can't, Him has not been charged yet. Well, he has not been charged as an adult. Then how was we able to see him? Because y'all know by law they is not supposed to show us a minor after they do a crime, right? I don't know who came up with that, but that's what it has been. We don't show minors. But damn it, if they charge as an adult, then we're going to show them to you. But they're still minors. We're going to charge them as adults. Really, really smart. Really, really smart. One more, I think.
And first at 11, 911 calls released today in the double murder of a Clay County couple.
Got all that. I think.
Yeah, I'll listen to you. Well, I was going to ask if you could pray for me, man. But I'll definitely be praying for you, son.
The suspect, their 14-year-old son, Trevor Lee. This is his mugshot right here. It was just released today. If we have that, we want to pull it up for you. Investigators say before the shooting, the 14-year-old got into an argument with his parents Sunday night. And police say after the parents were...
Argument about what? This is what I'm trying to... Damn it, I'm hoping that they give it to me. Let me know what.
Shot to death, the teen called 911 and then walked about a mile to a nearby church and surrendered. Tonight, we're learning the father who was killed, David Lee, served in our U.S. Navy and was active in the local sports community.
Have y'all noticed they have not said stepfather? So this is real dad.
Our Christina Burgess joins us live. And Christina, you spoke with his longtime friend today.
Yeah, Heather, Andrew Jeter says that not only was David Lee a friend to him, but he was also a mentor to him. Now, Jeter is wanting his friend to be remembered not only as a proud serviceman, but also a dedicated father.
Amazing hard worker, always dedicated, very respectful.
Andrew Jeter met David Lee more than a decade ago when they were both stationed in Hawaii. Their friendship grew as they became reconnected, living on the same street in Middleburg.
It was a surprise to see him here.
Jeter says Lee was an amazing father who coached his son's football team and served as a Navy aviation electrician with pride.
He helped his son in sports. I know he helped multiple other children that weren't maybe as privileged. Giving them rides, helping them out on the team.
When he saw flashing lights outside Lee's home Monday, he knew something was wrong. According to police, David Lee and his wife, Brandy Smith, were shot and killed by their 14-year-old son, Trevor Lee.
It was just another disbelief that it happened to him.
Trevor Lee is now charged with 2 counts of second-degree murder. Former federal prosecutor Curtis Fallgetter says a decision will soon be made on whether he'll be charged as an adult.
When you're in the age of 14 and 15 and he's in that bracket, there's a criteria about 16 different factors the state attorney's office looks at. They vet it within the state attorney's office. Of course, the most important criteria is what's in the public interest. And I think the public interest is that children should not murder their parents.
As the legal process begins, Jeter says the loss of his friend is sinking in for him and many others who knew David.
I'm sure it's a shock to everyone in the military as well that served with him. He had a long career and impacted a lot of people. So I'm sure they're in complete and utter shock as well.
And now Trevor Lee remains in custody here in the Duval County Juvenile Detention Center. His next court appearance.
Just stupid. just stupid. I would just love to know what happened. What happened? I'm not seeing too many comments. I'm not seeing too many comments. I guess they don't want people communicating with one another. Well, hold on. Let's go to Jacksonville. Jacksonville is allowing people to comment. Jacksonville News is allowing people to, Jax 5 or Jax 10 or whatever they call. You say YN fatigue. That's what's up. He say he didn't want to listen to his parents, so now he will have to listen to the correction officers for the rest of his life. There you go. Imagine giving birth to a child only to be murdered by the child later. Yep. You say these days children kill their parents for as little as being told to put the phone down and do their homework. That's a fact. That's a real fact out here. It's really, really real. Now, why is my thing stalling? Yeah, that's really, really real out here. That's why I be trying to tell you, good parents, watch your damn back. Watch your back out here with these little children. Well, it's kind of hard to watch back when you sleep, but it depends on the conversations that we have. Listen, if you get into an argument and you take some away from your kids, you cutting the Wi-Fi off and all that fly shit. Listen, put on your bulletproof. Don't sleep that night. Do not sleep that night. You might want to send them over to their grandma's house or something like that right there. Shout out to David for the $2 super chat. He say, where did he get the gun from? That's a good question. And in my mind, because the father, the daddy, is military, they probably just have guns, you know. Typically, military people, they have guns in their homes. So, I don't know. He said he took his PS5. He said he stopped watching his 6 and his 12 since he wasn't on the battlefield anymore. Got to be more careful. Imagine sleeping next to a man for 20 years and he turns on you. The man didn't. No, whoa. Well, that's a good imagination. But this was the son killing the parents. Unless you just throwing out something that happens a lot. Something that happens a lot. Sleeping next to a man for 20 years and then he turned on you. It happens. It really do happens. They say when she said that, I'll definitely pray for you, son. That was deeper than he knows. He got a tough ride coming up for him in prison and he's completely unaware of. How do we know that, though? How do we know that he's unaware of it's going to be tough in jail? What if you know? You say he should have prayed before killing his parents. Hell, watch this. Maybe he did. You say kids these days are impulsive and have no coping skills. This is a manifestation of that. I'm in agreement with that right there too. A man's enemies will be the member of his own household. It happens a lot. Keep your kids off social media and keep them busy with extracurriculars. That's a good point. These is good things to say and good things to hear. But then it just all come down to you better not cut that Wi-Fi off, and you better not take that iPhone. We can talk about all that little good stuff. Don't cut off that goddamn internet. Now I'm not saying that they cut the internet off, but damn it, they argue about something. Maybe his room wasn't clean. Maybe his room wasn't clean. Y'all know school in Florida start when? Has it started this week? Let me see something. When does school start in Florida? Oh, it start on the 11th. It start on the 11th of August. So maybe he wanted some J's or something like that. You know, for the new school year. Maybe. And 14, if he's 14, he may be going to high school or he may be about to go to like the 10th grade. Maybe. We never know with these kids. We never know with these doggone kids. Anyway, moving right along. I ain't gonna eat much hold you. Let me go on and give y'all this right here because I saw it. Video showing a suspect who law enforcement had done killed, gunned him down, get him on up out of here. He was he was a gun-toting criminal. A gun-toting criminal because he got a gun. Let me go on and put this camera up so y'all can see him in action doing his work. Streets gotta eat. Here we go.
An update on a deadly police shooting in Hollywood. We've now learned the man at the center of the case is allegedly part of a violent rampage in South Florida. We're also seeing new video of the alleged crime spree tonight.
And Local 10's Bridget Matter is following it all, and she is live now from Miramar with much more. Bridget.
You say that boy wanted a hoodie to wear in the sun. I have no idea what's going on with the youth. I would never understand how it's so many of them wearing hoodies in 90-degree weather. I don't understand it. Maybe they are aliens. I don't know.
This was a string of very violent crimes. He's accused of robbing 2 different stores at gunpoint, shooting somebody, getting away from Hollywood police. He would end up here in this Miramar neighborhood where he was shot and killed by police.
The man in this video is accused of going on a violent South Florida crime spree. Hollywood police identified him as Donald Taylor.
Look at his phone.
It started July 30th with a stolen firearm from a car off State Road 7. Less than an hour later, the suspect and another man barrel into a convenience store in Miramar. There's a confrontation. The suspect has a gun in his right hand. He eventually shoves the person and points the gun at them. 2 days later, police...
Hold on, slow me down. Let me ask y'all something. Are the people like under 25 smart? This is a good question. Is the people under 25 smart? Is there something in the water? If I break a window of a vehicle, why would I climb through the window of the vehicle? I broke, the window broke. Why would I do that?
Crime spree. Hollywood police identified him as Donald Taylor. It started July 30th with a stolen firearm from a car off State Road 7. Less than an hour later, the suspect
ran clean to the dodo.
And another man barrel into a convenience store in Miramar. There's a confrontation. The suspect has a gun in his right hand. He eventually shoves the person and points the gun at them. 2 days later, police say the suspect shot someone he knew in the 1200 block of Hollywood Boulevard around 1:30 in the morning.
Shout out to our Dodger Trap for the $2 super chat. They say they are hooded demons. Pastor, hell is hot, earth is cold.
This guy ran like around our house.
He ended up getting away from Hollywood officers there. Ring video shows the armed suspect as officers try to get him to surrender. But he got away. And that evening at 7 p.m., police say he walks into this Dollar General off State Road 7 and grabs a cashier at gunpoint. He pushes her before leaving the store. The next day on August 2nd, here he is again, gun in hand, this time at a Walgreens off Pembroke Road. He dives over the counter and starts pocketing cash from the drawer. He slowly takes the money before leaving. The next day, around 4 o'clock in the afternoon, Hollywood detectives were surveilling the area of Southwest 61st Avenue and Southwest 19th Street in Miramar looking for Taylor. When police approached, he would not listen to officers.
The suspect was armed and not following officers' commands. Shortly after that, the officer-involved shooting took place.
He was taken to the hospital where he was pronounced dead.
Well, he had deserved to die. You say, Willie, if he opened up the door, then the alarm would have went up. That's a good one. So maybe he is smart. That's a good one. I didn't even think about it. But he know his job better than I know his job. So, you got a good point.
The Department of Law Enforcement is investigating that police-involved shooting. That's per protocol for the department. As for the person that police say he shot a few days ago at last check, they were in critical condition at the hospital. We're live in Miramar tonight. Bridget Matter, Local 10 News.
Got to be more careful. Player was out here trying to eat. Now, I really don't understand how we had him at gunpoint and he fled and we lost him. We lost him like a child support case. We lost him. You know. And then the community was subject to him going back to work. Shout out to Sugarland, Texas, up in the building. What it do. Yes, it is really something wrong. It's something in the water. Listen, I'm in Florida. I see them all the time. They be going like the Dollar General and Family Dollars with long sleeves. I've been trying to tell y'all how the heat is different this year. Is something going on with the heat? Somebody done turned up some, and they need to go on and turn it back down because this shit is a problem out here. This shit is deadly, like deadlier this year. But if you go to Dollar General, Family Dollar, to a Walmart, if you go outside, they in long sleeves, hoodie on, chilling, you know what I'm saying, skinny jeaned up. When I walk outside, I would damn near start sweating. I guess the children is not sweating. I just don't get it. He said that he is heating. He's really, really doing his thing out here in these streets. It's a doggone shame. Hell, since I got hold on. Do I want to do that right now? Do I want to do that? Oh, I want to do this right here just for awareness. This is a awareness type video, and I be trying to tell you good people, if y'all is able to have firearms, man, do not be stupid. Ain't you grown? If you're grown, don't be stupid. If you're grown, do things that you supposed to do. If you is a provider and a protector, have the tools to protect. Shout out to all the people who have firearms. Keep the firearms in your house. I don't care how scared you is of a firearm. The firearm isn't the problem. You need to grow up. I'm going to say that there again. For those of you who is afraid of firearms, I don't think that you're mature enough. I don't think that your maturity level is where it needs to be if you is afraid of the firearm. Firearms does not harm anybody. This is why you can get pistol whipped and not shot. Firearms don't shoot by themselves. But you was afraid of a firearm. It makes no sense. Like, it really don't makes no sense. Once you think it through, the gun ain't the problem. But you is afraid of it. But the people who trying to get some away from you, take something away from you, abstract something away from you, the gun is the tool of choice. And you have pretty much no defense against a gun. You know, I do understand that people get the ups on you. I got it. No matter, even if you have a gun on you, somebody got their ups on you. And a way to defend yourself at that moment is to really pay attention and wait for a good shot. I will tell you, don't buck the jack. But if you feel the need to buck the jack, you have to wait for a specific moment to where the gunman is lacking. If the gunman don't lack, don't try to pull that fire. You're going to kill yourself. I'm trying to tell you something. We have a husband who shoots a peeping Tom. I kind of like this story right here. Looking through my damn windows. Shoot shit out. Go ahead. Go watch.
Only on 13, an accused peeping Tom was met with bullets after smashing the window of a home in Meyerland this morning. The family inside said they called police, and then one of them was arrested. ABC 13's Luke Jones is live from HPD headquarters with this story, Luke.
Yeah, we're told a man's in trouble for shooting the accused peeper, who we're told was armed with a butcher knife and a hammer. Now, police aren't confirming that at the moment, only telling us there's one person potentially facing charges. To that man's relatives, though, they say he shouldn't be. It's a clear-cut case of self-defense. Handcuffed and limping, the man Keontae Davis says she saw peering through her bathroom window this morning at the Life at Jackson Square apartments. We're not showing his face since he hasn't yet been charged with a crime.
She's asking me, do I have a cigarette?
Her brother-in-law scares him off, she says.
You can't stare through people's windows, that's weird.
But hours later, when Davis is already at work, her relatives say the man reappeared, smashing the window with a hammer.
My mom was in the bathroom as he busted. She thought somebody was shooting. That's how bad, like, she said she just dropped to the ground and started crawling.
This time, she says her brother-in-law runs outside to confront the man, who family members say was also armed with a butcher knife.
And shots just went off.
Darion Davis says her husband shot the vandal in the leg. Then they called police. They weren't expecting what happened next. Her husband arrested, she claims, and told he'll be charged with aggravated assault.
I definitely don't think that he deserved that. I think he deserved self-defense. because that's what that was.
The accused peeper went to the hospital. Police haven't said if he'll face charges.
Blood like here.
Davis hopes he does. She says he's been squatting in this vacant apartment, and others tell us they've caught him peering in their windows too.
I literally am scared to actually be in these apartments or in this area anymore because HPD doesn't take anything serious. Like they just let everything go around here.
I didn't know the shooter got arrested. Oh, Jesus. Shout out to Sensei for the $2 super chat. He say, who's that peeping in my window? Pow. Nobody now. Listen. In my mind, I think that people need to be killed. People need to be removed off Earth. I have no, what do they call that thing? Like, you have no human decency or something like that. Damn, I'm trying to think it through, but I really don't care like that. Like a lot of people need to be removed off Earth. Period. Point blank. I don't give a damn about his mental thing. No, I care about none of that. Because even if I did care about it, it don't matter. Like it don't matter whether I cared about it. You know, I'm just more honest than most people. He ain't even been charged yet. So he has not been charged with breaking a window, nothing. He got blood on the window and shit. You know what's in people's blood?
At work, the relatives say the man reappeared, smashing the window with a hammer.
My mom was in the bathroom as he busted. She thought somebody was shooting. That's how bad. Like she said she just dropped to the ground and started crawling.
Mama got real good training. Mama done been on Earth long enough to know when somebody shoot, you get down. If you gotta move, you don't run, you crawl. Mama's in there bucket naked. You know what I'm saying? She crawling because they out here shooting. Good job, Mama. Good job. Good way to stay alive.
This time, she says her brother-in-law runs outside to confront the man, who family members say was also armed with a butcher knife.
Well, maybe they looking at it as he wasn't or he didn't try to. Well, I don't know how the law is looking at this one right here. Maybe if he would have shot him from the inside out, maybe it would have looked at like he was trying to get in and he just dumped on his ass. But because he went outside to question Buddy, why are you breaking windows and peeking through the window? Then maybe that's where the problem come in, and that's something by law you're not supposed to do. Makes no sense to me, but in my mind, you get what you get for playing. You say, Willie, a gun for a YN is a skinny jean accessory. I like that right there. For real though. So, Lil Mama, her husband done got a damn charge.
And shots just went off.
Darion Davis was also armed with a butcher knife.
And shots just went off.
Darion Davis says her husband shot the vandal in the leg.
I don't understand. Shots just went off and he only got shot once. The dude who bust the window, he had a butcher knife. So when Buddy came out there with that fire, he saw that he had a butcher knife and he had to go ahead and just try one. Bam! Don't play with it. You know what I'm saying? Don't bring a knife to a gunfight. You know?
Armed with a butcher knife.
And shots just went off.
Darion Davis says her husband shot the vandal in the leg. Then they called police. They weren't expecting what happened next. Her husband arrested, she claims, and told he'll be charged with aggravated assault.
Damn, aggravated assault. I would have been charged either with attempted murder or murder. Again, when it comes down to me, I don't play that, what is that thing called? I don't play that comeback. No, I don't play the little comeback thing. Shout out to David for the $5 super chat. He said, I guess he got arrested because they didn't call the police first. He went outside and handled it himself. Maybe I just don't get it. Aggravated assault. Listen, the burglar or the peeping Tom has not been charged with anything. Again, breaking of the window, property destruction or something. Nothing. Strange though, really strange.
Definitely don't think that he deserved that. I think he deserved self-defense
because that's what that was.
The accused peeper went to the hospital.
Yeah, because if he came out there to confront, but why is you busting the windows out my apartment, my building, you know what I'm saying? And then you get charged. Somebody is charged, or the dude is charging you with a knife. He bought a knife to a gunfight. I got that fire. I'm trying to defend my family. Why the hell is you trying to break into people through damn windows? I'm going to get charged if I defend myself and he runs. It's something that we missing then. It got to be something that we missing. You say, Willie, I guess we should protect after the fact. You might be right.
Police haven't said if he'll face charges.
Blood like here.
Davis hopes he does. She says he's been squatting in this vacant apartment, and others tell us they've caught him peering in their windows too.
I literally am scared to actually be in these apartments or in this area anymore because HPD doesn't take anything serious. Like they just let everything go around here.
Shout out to Big Moochie for the 499 super chat to say, Willie, the law feels no one's life was in immediate danger, so the shooter should not have pulled the trigger. Damn, but that's kind of crazy though. Well. But if the dude, he had a knife and he's charging at him, well, I am under the assumption that he had the knife and he charged at him. You know, I'm just under the assumption. And I'm pretty sure that that would have been like a good defense for the shooter. I think that the shooter should have been smart enough to say, hey, he charged me with a knife. I didn't want to kill him. I shot him in the knee. Hit wild out here in the doggone street. But in my mind, listen. I think sometimes you just got to take a charge, to be honest with you. I think sometimes you just going to have to take a charge. Because just think about it. If this was not in a apartment complex, this was at your house. Let's just say at your house, and you probably got like a gate or something, or without a gate. But somebody busts your window. You come on the outside to confront them, and they charge you with a knife, and you bam on them. Because you will shoot. You will shoot if you come outside. When you come outside and you see somebody trying to break into your home and then they try to attack you, but you got that fire, I think everybody will shoot. So I just want to say, have you some bum money, dog. Like have you some bum money and some lawyer money, because this got to be the stupidest shit ever. Just to be perfectly honest. Unless it's just something else we don't know. Let me read like 6-7 comments real quick. He said, that's crazy. He's not charged yet, but the man securing his family is. He said, this is definitely the end of days. He said, so the peeping Tom broke the window, but the police haven't decided to press any charges. Shows how much they care about people's safety. You've got to be kidding me. Peeping, then returns, breaks a window armed with a butcher knife, and the resident gets arrested. It's a madhouse. This shit is stupid. Listen, I would just say now is the time to have a lawyer and to sue. The police treating it like the peeping Tom was just playing peekaboo. Peekaboo. They got that word again. Peekaboo. In my Kendrick Lamar voice. Peekaboo. He said that's a home invasion. Right. He said they feared for their life in a home invasion, and the attacker had a butcher's knife. There should be no question. The bathroom is a place of private safety, and your home is your castle. This didn't happen in Florida, did it? Because in Florida, we got the castle doctrine. But listen, I don't think... Nope, that happened in Houston. But listen, even if they don't have the castle doctrine, this is common sense. It's just literally common sense. But then again, like we be saying, common sense ain't that common. You know, we be saying stuff like that right there. That's what we be saying. Going on there. Try to pay. Oh, what did I do? I did something wrong. Something wrong. I got the wrong timing. What time do I have here? Bam. Let me try that there one more again. Da-da-da-da-da. I'm loving it. Is that a McDonald's commercial? Da-da-da-da-da. I'm loving it. That's what's up. Move right along. I ain't gonna eat much. Hold you. Now,
new for you here.
Now we're gonna be in Florida. Now we're gonna be in Florida because we got one of the best parents on the planet. We have a mother of 9. Believe in me, we do not need a heartbeat. Believe in me, ladies, you don't need a BBL. I keep trying to tell y'all why y'all don't need a BBL. You all don't need lashes. Y'all don't need eyebrows. You don't need nails. You don't need lipo. You don't need tummy tucks. All you got to, you don't need anything. You don't need anything. I want to talk to the players. I understand why the females be having so many kids. I get that right there because they don't have to work, you know. I get it. Players, I do get why y'all will hunch a mother of 9. I get it because it's easy. It tends to be, for females who have children, it's easier, it tends to be easier to have sex with y'all than it is to have sex with women who don't have children. Players, she say that she was on the pill, huh? You believe it? Yeah. She on Depo right now. Got it. She don't think that she can get pregnant no more, you know, because she ain't been having her periods or something. Yeah. She be saying stuff like that. Yeah. Well, if I do get pregnant, I ain't gonna keep it. Look how many I got. Yeah. I don't want no more children. I'm done. You know. They be saying stuff like that. And then we still go raw. We still go raw. Shout out to you players who be having on contraceptives like condoms. And then when you orgasm, you don't pull out. Listen, you all got to double up on safety. If you is using contraceptives, I'm finna try to give y'all some game. If you're using contraceptives, you better have that Jimmy on extra tight, like Buddy said in Mental Society. But you got to still have a good pull-out game. Even if you have on the contraceptive, please pull out. Please, pretty please. I'm trying to save you from child support. I'm trying to save you play from child support. Yeah. They told me that I can't have kids. With no paperwork. All right, they told you that you couldn't have kids, but what did they say, like, was the problem? Like, is you having, like, uteral or uterolateral problems, uterus problems? Is your ovary still intact? What's going on? Is your fallopian tubes functioning properly? Is your iron high? Is your iron low? Cholesterol high? Cholesterol low? What did they tell you? Why? Nah, they just said, I can't have no more kids. That's what's up. Say avoid sperm. You know what I'm saying? The one that you heard was I had a hysterectomy. That's a damn shame. Hey, boy, these chicks be going too far to continue to get their bills paid. This is crazy. It's really, really crazy. Well, we have a mother of 9 in the great state of Florida, who has been arrested. She has been arrested for living in deplorable conditions with her 9 kids. That she loves so much. Here you go.
Noon, a Miami Gardens mother of 9 is in jail this noon, accused of child neglect.
Yeah, police say several children were covered in filth and garbage covered parts of the home when officers arrived.
Let's get to Marissa Bag, who's live for us with this developing story. Marissa, how did officers know something wasn't right here?
Well, according to the arrest report, Shelley, it looks like it was pretty obvious. We're here on Northwest 37th Avenue and about 177th Street in Miami Gardens. Police were initially called out here because of reports of a fight, but police tell us that as soon as they arrived at the house in question, they could tell something was wrong. They said that they could smell a foul odor and that it seemed pretty clear that the children had not been well cared for. And in the end, their mother was arrested. Police have identified.
Look at that sugar. Look at that sugar. She done at least been hunched 9 times. At least. At least. Wonder how many baby dads she got.
Identified her as 30-year-old Ashley Jennings. She
that
went
baby
before
30 with 9. Damn.
For a judge a short time ago on a total of 9 counts of child neglect, 1 for each of her children. Miami Gardens police say that the children, who are between the ages of 1 and 10, appeared to be unbathed and covered in filth. The arrest report says that there was feces and roaches on the floor of the kitchen and that throughout the rest of the house was really in deplorable conditions, including garbage on the bedroom floors and flowing out of the closets. In court, Jennings' attorney asked the judge to be lenient with a bond.
The allegations are fairly severe. So I have some hesitation in doing this, but again, the rationale behind a bond is not to punish, it is to secure a person's attendance and to protect people from harm.
And police did also write in the report that there didn't appear to be any edible food in the fridge when they checked in on that. At this hour, Jennings does remain in jail on a $22,000 bond. We are live here.
$22,000 bond. You say, Willie, she damaged brown sugar. Got to be more careful. Wow. You say women in their 50s and 60s can still get pregnant. This is why I be trying to, damn it. We got to start dealing with chicks who have hysterectomies and stuff like that right there. But shout out to Big Moochie for saying that they already been lying about that right there. So it's kind of like we cannot verify. We got to find a way to verify. That's what I think. We got to find a way to verify that these chicks have hysterectomies. We got to see some type of paperwork. Until like in the future they start like lying and printing out their own paperwork. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm gonna show him this if he asks me for proof. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Sometimes I just be trying to think it through, man. But it is ridiculous. But when you ain't got to work, when you ain't got to be out here in all this traffic, working 40, 50, 60, 70 hours a week. All you gotta do is just pop out kids. I'm trying to get pregnant. You know what I'm saying? Damn it, I'm tired of work.
Now at 6, a South Florida mother is behind bars tonight, accused of neglecting her 9 children.
Police say she left them in, quote,
and she's short. She looks to be about 4'11", maybe 5 feet. Maybe 5 feet.
Deplorable conditions. CBS News Miami's Ted Scouten joins us from the jail in West Miami-Dade where that mother is being held tonight.
Shout out to Kay for the $16 cash app. I appreciate that right there. Y'all, we need some more thumbs ups. Come on, help play out.
Tonight, that mother of 9 remains here at TGK in custody. Police said when they went to the house that not only did they find that it was filthy, but they found feces and roaches on the kitchen floor.
How old are these children?
Judge from 1 to 10 years old.
Ashley Jennings has 9 children. She's accused of neglecting them. Miami Gardens police say when they went to a home near 176th and 37th Avenue, they found the kids saying they appeared unbathed and covered in filth. In addition, the police report noted they could smell a foul odor coming from inside the residence. Deplorable conditions, garbage all over the bedroom floor, flowing out of the closets, and that there was no edible food inside the refrigerator.
Now that right there would get your kids taken away by DCF.
We went by the house. No one wanted to comment.
This is a 3rd-degree felony for child neglect with no great bodily harm. There are 9 counts.
The suggestion for bond was $22,500. Instead, the judge gave an alternative called pretrial services. The court explains it as putting her in a program instead of paying the bond.
Put her in a program instead of paying the bond. Look how nice and convenient they make it for these good mothers.
If she chooses not to do it or doesn't successfully complete it, then she'd have to post bond.
I'm going to give pretrial services She's also the biological mother of his children, but the allegations are fairly severe. So I have some hesitation in doing this, but again, the rationale behind a bond is not to punish, it is to secure a person's attendance and to protect people from harm.
She has a case with DCF. Another condition of her release is that she must comply with the DCF case plan. In court, she said the kids are in her care. We asked DCF if that would change. They sent us a statement saying the Department of Children and Families conducts investigations concerning all allegations of abuse, neglect, or abandonment in Florida. Information regarding investigations is confidential. The detective in this case said that the mother willfully failed or omitted to provide care, supervision, and services for her children.
That's what she had done did. That's what she had done did. It's a doggone shame. I got to go ahead and put this here on up really quick. Let me make sure I'm putting this up so you all can see. We're going to close out the show. We're going to close out the show with this right here. Let me go ahead on and open up the other places that I can't speak about. But let me go ahead on and get this here started so we can be live in more than just one place. Let's just say it like this right here. Count that up. 1, 2, 3. I got that on the screen. Bam. We're looking good. Push me back on over. Let's complete the story. That's what's up. Men, if y'all listening to me, listen to the sound of my voice, we the problem. We is the problem. Shout out to David for the $5 cash shot. He say she need to blame it on postpartum. She can do it though. She can do it. Listen. I want y'all to think about this right here. And again, I have to promote this part here, but I want y'all to think about this right here. How did I say it? The children is between 1 and 10. 1 and 10. So in my mind, she probably had children every year. 1 through 10. I know good as hell well she was not just having sexual encounters outside of the home. I'm pretty sure she was having sexual encounters inside of her home. I promise you, we nasty like that. Men, because I am a man, and I be nasty too. Listen, I understand that I am a dog. I understand that I'm grown out here in these streets. I be doing nasty stuff too, or I did nasty stuff like in my prime. Like, well, am I in my prime now? It's something like that right now. In my past, I have done some nasty stuff. I hate to admit it. I hate to tell the truth. Y'all know how we be out here in these doggone streets. He say, Willie, that poor baby believed the lies that they told her about the vasectomy that they got. Hey, that could be a good one. That could be true too. He say, so basically go home, clean your house, bathe your children, and attend the program. Yes, this is why we say daddies in programs. This stuff, she gonna be able to go through a program because she can't afford bail. Because why would you arrest a bitch and punish her? Say, what the F we thinking, right? He said 9 children. I bet she rakes in during tax season. I'm trying to take it. Listen. If she can just go on to get her like between 8 and 12 stacks, she getting them stamps. She giving that monkey away. You know, she probably do some braids or something like that right there. You know, she an entrepreneur. You know, hell, she probably even do social media. You say 9 kids in 10 years. She was built for it. Tough. Yeah, that baby strong. That baby got a strong body. She would have made a good slave, wouldn't it? Baby just pushing them out like it ain't nothing. He said my grandparents had 11. He said best believe that house stayed clean. I'm trying to tell. See, back in our days and back in grandma and them days, they believed in cleanliness is next to godliness. That's really was a thing. Nowadays, and I'm not saying even back when I was growing up that all of the women kept a clean house, because that's not true, because I used to be over a whole bunch of women houses whose kids was my age, you know what I'm saying? And we trying to, play around and have fun, and their house wasn't so clean. I wouldn't use like bathrooms and stuff like that right there. I wouldn't even pee on the pitch floor out here in the street because the house nasty. But I ain't leave though. Like I'm still trying to have fun and play around and toy around out here in these streets, He said she doesn't file taxes while on government assistance. Who? That baby filing taxes. Women who get assistance file taxes. If bitch ain't got to work nowhere, she can make up that she do something. And child support is not considered income, in case y'all don't know. Government assistance is not considered income. If I'm not mistaken, Social Security is not considered income. All that baby have to do is say she cutting grass or something like that right now. She worked for herself, something like that, and say she make, I think, between like 6 and 10 grand or something like that for the year, and she will get taxes. And all you have to do, because she still got children in the age range of getting that earned income credit, and you can only claim 3 children, if I'm not mistaken, and get like earned income credit on those, and then you got to sell like your other kids. Well, let me not guess on this one, because I know that that's kind of like what it used to be, that they would only pay for like 9 kids, 3 kids. But let's see. How many kids can you claim as dependents on your taxes and get earned income credit? To maximize the earned income credit, you can claim up to 3. See? You can claim up to 3 qualifying children on your tax returns. Yeah, I know it's like 2 or 3, but it's 3. Yeah. So she got 9. 3. Do y'all understand that baby can sell 6 children? That baby can sell 6 children. She can get a stack of $1,500 for each child. He said, Willie, 9 kids. Can you imagine being behind her in the grocery checkout line? Oh, gee, that baby got 3 carts. 3 carts. Oh, geez, I got to find somebody else to run my damn grocery. I'm not standing behind that right there. Yeah, she's selling the other 6. Yeah. Wait, what is the minimum? What is the minimum income to file taxes? Oh, all right, bam. What is the minimum income to file taxes? Damn it. Wait. What is the minimum income to file taxes? The minimum income required to file taxes depends on your filing status and age. For the tax year of 2024, single, $14,600 or more under 65, $16,550 or more 65 or older. Okay, so it's $14,000. And for a lot of us who have children, we know that it's $14,000, and then your child will have to claim taxes. But if you own a business and you don't pay it, and you say that you pay your child under $14,000, then it benefits you. You can pay your child on record 14 and under, and it helps with your business. A lot of y'all don't be knowing that right now. Even if your child don't work, no, I want y'all to follow the law. Listen, Follow the law. Follow the law. So your child needs to be working for you in your business. Do not say that your child work for you in your business and your child don't work for you in your business. Be honest. We want honest Americans. We want honest business people. Be honest. Don't do anything shady out here. Follow the laws of the land and you won't go to jail. Something like that. But anyway, listen, children is best left with their mama now, as we know. Hold on.
Called pretrial services.
Oh, wait. Pretrial services. Asia.
$1,500. Instead, the judge gave an alternative called pretrial services. The court explains it as putting her in a program instead of paying the bond.
Put them into the program. Dude, they would never come up with something like this for men. Never, ever, ever. Deplorable conditions mean that this is child neglect. The cupboards and the Frigidaire had no food. Dealing with DCF, because she's in Florida. Dealing with DCF, this is the number one reason that they will take your children. Listen, you can have claims against you all day, and somebody can send DCF out to your house. Once they check that Frigidaire and your cabinets to make sure that you have food, once you pass those two, you will keep your kids. I promise you. You will keep your kids. They will not take your children. But this is clearly child neglect and child endangerment. Clearly. Since she can't pay the $22,000, I think that it was $22,000. Since she ain't got no money, we gonna put a little bitch in the program.
Said the judge gave an alternative called pretrial services.
Let's see how much it was.
9 counts.
The suggestion for bond was $22,500.
$22,000. Since she ain't got that paper.
Instead, the judge gave an alternative called pretrial services. The court explains it as putting her in a program instead of paying the bond.
Okay. What is pretrial services when you can't pay your bond? Generating. Pretrial services, an alternative to bail when you can't afford it. Can't afford it. Well, typically, if you is on government assistance, you can't afford to take care of the children either, but you're not a deadbeat. So when someone is arrested and charged with a crime, a judge typically sets a bail, a financial amount the defendant must pay to be released from jail pending the trial. However, if you cannot afford to pay the bail sought by the court, there's a alternative, including pretrial services and other forms of release that do not require upfront payment. This is the first time that I'm hearing about it, but I want y'all to think about this right here too. Do y'all know that there's so many people in jail because they can't afford the bond out? There's so many people in jail who cannot afford to bond out. A lot of these people's bonds is $500, $1,000, $800, $700, but they ain't got it. So when did this little program come into effect, and is men able to use this doggone program? Because there's men locked up who cannot get out today. And I'm pretty sure they have not heard about this alternative, that I can do this alternative and get out of jail. Wow. That's deep. Let's check out some of these comments. Let's see what the people out here in the streets saying. I am starting to really, really appreciate human beings nowadays. Because a lot of you all is really, really starting to think outside of the box and not the norm. This is really, damn it, I like y'all now. Shout out to D for $3 on the Cash App. I appreciate that right there. I need y'all support. Y'all need some more thumbs up. A matter of fact, how many thumbs up do we have right here? What are we looking at? We at 188. We should be over 200. We should be over 200. Should be over 200. Put that up on the screen. We only got 12 comments on this story right here. He said, not trying to be mean or anything, but 9 kids and no father. What the F? She looks pregnant now. I want y'all to understand. This person had to say something before. What is the terminology where you say what? Well, what is the definition of when you try to soften the blow before you tell a fact? What is that called? What is that called? I know that there's a word because I've used it before, but I cannot think of the doggone word. You don't, damn it. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Willie support is not a crime. That's a fact. That's a fact. Preference. Is it preference? Say pre-lie, judge, gaslighting. It is a word. No. It is a word. It's a word that's used before you gonna tell the truth. Like sugarcoat. Sugarcoat can work. Sugarcoat can work. No shade, preface. All right. Preface. Yeah. But damn it. But I've said another word to it too. But all right, we gonna go with that right there. Yeah, like the no offense stuff, and we be doing too much. But that's what that person had to go ahead on and do. Not trying to be mean, but typically when we say that, because we know what we is about to say is going to be mean, because the person is going to be hurt due to the truth. You say whoever the fathers are, they need to be exposed on social media. Now, why do the fathers need to be exposed on social media? Why? I say that the men plays like a big problem of keep getting her pregnant now. You can hunch the baby, but why? Why get that baby pregnant? Beating around the bush. That is a great, yes. Preferences, well, that kind of go with the preface, kind of sort of, right? Preference. Preferencing your statement before you make it. I don't like to do that right there. Well, I don't mean no harm, but man, just say it. The mother sure isn't starving herself. That's a good one because that baby do look pregnant. He say, look like she's pregnant again. He say 9 kids, age 1 through 10. That means that she had a baby every year for the last 9 years. That's what it sounds like to me. He say 9 kids. I'm sorry. Someone please adopt these kids. You have to wonder why she continues to have children she can't afford or successfully parent. She needs a psych evaluation. Something is very, very wrong here. I would say women with a lot of kids, period, need psych evaluations. But then again, do they really need psych evaluations or they understand the hustle? Do they need psych evaluations for having multiple children? Like this person said, she continues to have children that she can't afford or successfully parent. Well, in essence, she can afford. Because somebody, us, the government, is paying for the children. So technically, she can afford, just not independently. Because with 9 kids, y'all understand? So the oldest is 10. So here, she probably got her Section 8 probably 2 years after the first child. You know what I'm saying? But just think about this. Her youngest is 9. So she at least have the next 18 years. Well, 17 years. She have the next 17 years of government assistance. She at least have that. But the oldest is 10. So she's probably already been on assistance for 10 years. So that means after her youngest gets to be 18, it would have been 18 more years. So by 28 to 29 years of government assistance, at least. When a lot of y'all spend 30 years on the job, working like a dog, stressed out. I mean, stressed out, medical issues, shit like that right there. Your body broke down. You got a lack of sleep. You know what I'm saying? And hell, that's easy if you just been on the same job. Like you ain't never been fired or something like that right there. Dealing with that stress also. That baby just had to pop out children and keep filling out the applications and keep recertifying. You say, Willie, after seeing 3 kids and no daddy, why would the next man hunch when he knows the outcome? That's why I was saying we got to blame the men. We got to, damn it, men is y'all's fault. I am with Dr. Umar Johnson on this one right here. Y'all out here making that baby a single mama. Let me ask y'all a question, though. If we smashing a woman who is already a single mama and you smash her and you get her pregnant, can you be to blame for making her a single mama? If she's already a single mama, can you be blamed for making her a single mama? You say, Willie, she was looking for love in all the wrong places. Yeah. See, I would love to know about her childhood. He say, let the single parent black mothers do what they do best. Have as many kids as they want and then blame the fathers and sit back and collect the free checks. There it is. That sounds like a bar right there. That's a bar right there. Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. Say Umar Johnson fathered about 3 of these YNs out here. Yeah, he did. He said she got 9 in the possible. Hell yeah, because it's a possibility that she pregnant now. Mm-hmm. She say, nope, you cannot be blamed. He say, yes, you can be because you didn't get married. Oh, so, all right, so you're saying that no, we can't be blamed for making her a single mama if she's already a single mama. And then somebody else say that, yes, you can because you didn't marry her. Oh, all right, so if she's already a single mama, if I don't marry her, then I've also made her a single mama, is what you're saying. You say, Willie, you can't blame a man for a dent that's already there. Oh, compare that baby to a dent. Oh. I was watching something yesterday and the man was making a comparison because women have a problem with being compared to cars. I don't understand, like, why is that a problem instead of focusing on the analogy that a player is presenting. Yeah. You say you're a single mother maker. Oh, all right. Say marriage means nothing. Okay. That means nothing out here in these streets. Uh-huh. Damn shame. Shout out to Big Moochie for the 499 super chat. He say, Willie, a lot of these men be told by women, I just want to have a child. You don't even got to know about it. He say, how do I know? I've been told it before twice. You have a great point. I've heard women say it for years. Oh, hell, we also have the single mothers by choice thing. You know what I'm saying? Women will tell you quick, I'm not finna get rid of my baby. You ain't got to be in the child life at all, but I'm finna have this baby. Like, damn, I don't get no, damn. You just got the autonomy thing going. He said she's going to be a single mother before and after you. That's a good one. He said you can only be blamed for giving her false hope. Y'all players got to stop giving false hope out here in these streets. Stop it, men. Don't do it, because she believed that y'all was going to marry her and be with her and stuff. I got a story out of, is this Houston? No, this out of Atlanta. We're going to the A. We have to leave that that good loving mother. I hope she get her kids back. No. I hope that woman get her kids back. Those children need to be with their mama. Yep, sure enough. You say, Willie, but a woman can change her mind at the drop of a hat, or a friend running her mouth, right? Or a friend running her mouth. Oh, hell yeah. Yeah, she ain't got to go through with it. I like her sister locks, if they is sister locks. Listen. We have some children. Speaking of fathers. Say child support is all she needs. Facts. Say, Willie, men need to just give these babies just the tip instead of the whole banana. Facts. I've been saying this shit for years. But you're hard-headed out here in these streets, man. Give yourself a pat on the back. Y'all done hit this thing to 100. That's what I'm talking about. You say marriage is great, Willie. It's just scarce or sacred. It could all be simple, but it's too many feel like they settle it. Oh, yeah. Yep, and y'all know we don't want to settle out here in these doggone streets. Sure enough, don't. We have children who is remembering a father of 12. Remember we did the story about a father of 12 when we were just talking about this mother of 9? But see, there is a difference in a mother of 9 and a father of 12. It's totally different things. The number one difference is we don't carry the baby. A man can impregnate 1,000 women. It'll still be different than the mother of 1,000 women. We don't carry the babies. You say men need to stop blowing in it. That's what gets us in trouble. That's really what gets us in trouble out here in these streets. You say she's addicted to having kids. You got a good point with that right there. Listen. The children is remembering the father of 12 who was killed outside of a Greyhound station. Here we go.
Only on Fox 5, we're hearing from some of the children of DeAnthony Reeves after he was laid to rest today. The father of 12 was shot and killed outside the Greyhound bus station on Forsyth Street. This is back on July 19th. More than 500 people came to say a final goodbye. Fox 5's Eric Mock talked with his family.
Well, Atlanta police are still investigating the murder of DeAnthony Reeves. Saturday, 10 of his 12 children gathered with hundreds others for his funeral, and his family says they want him to leave behind a legacy of change.
I'm thinking for the terms that we had.
My dad was like a crazy dancer.
DeAnthony Reeves' children say music was everything to their father.
These is 10 of the 12 kids. Get them all together. So I just want y'all to understand this right here. He was in all their lives. Got to be more careful. What, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Got to be more careful.
DeAnthony Reeves' children say music was everything to their father.
I think dancing and singing was definitely his safe space.
So, of course, his funeral Saturday was filled with music. 10 of Reeves' 12 children were there to honor their father, ranging in age from 31 all the way down to...
We got Sir, our baby boy is 10.
22-year-old Deanna Reeves says her father was proud of every single one of them.
Anyone, you can ask any single person, they will always say we were his pride and joy. I don't think there's a room he can walk into that he did not mention us or our accomplishments, our accolades.
Saturday, hundreds of mourners showed up to North Avenue Missionary Baptist Church.
That's a good question right there. You said now they just having his funeral. Yeah, I thought I did this story probably like a month and a half ago or something.
21-year-old Shamirical Brown says they were blown away by the crowds all there to see their father.
But seeing everybody come out as one big community was like really nice, so I really appreciate all the extra support too, because we really going to need it.
Reeves' brother Deontay Hightower says they're working to make sure his many children will have their needs met in the absence of their father.
We finna open up the DeAnthony Reeves Foundation so we can be able to service his kids, the kids he loves, so they'll be able to be taken care of.
And he says he's continuing his push for the Greyhound bus station and state lawmakers to tighten gun laws. Hightower says he also wants to make sure the man who shot his brother is held responsible.
Justice will be served. Justice will be served. Not for him, for his kids. He ain't just take my brother. He took their father.
Hightower tells us that he's received information that police have arrested a suspect in his brother's murder. And we reached out to Atlanta police about this, and they have yet to confirm any arrests. For now, reporting in Atlanta.
That piece right there that he had done said, I don't like when we say it.
It's met in the absence of their father.
We finna open up the D'Anthony Reeves Foundation so we can be able to service his kids, the kids he loves, so they'll be able to be taken care of.
And he says he's continuing his push for the Greyhound bus station and state lawmakers to tighten gun laws. Hightower.
What does that mean? To tighten gun laws. 10 times out of 10, the dude who had shot him is not a legal gun holder, gun possessor. Like, the gun probably got bodies on it. Well, other than kinfolk, bodies on it. What does the gun law do? And we be saying stuff that will do nothing. In similar situations, it does nothing. The same way that his brother got killed is the same way that somebody else gonna get killed today, tomorrow, the next day, and the next day. And it's gonna be by somebody who don't have a legal firearm. So what does the gun laws? The gun laws will do nothing. We just be saying stuff. We really do just be out here talking. You say why do they sing at the funeral if you're dead? You say you can't hear that ish anyway. Facts. Again, and we just follow. We are followers. Like, we is real. We do not think things through. And if you decide to do something different, then people will think that you crazy. Do y'all understand? I have known so many people to die. So many people to die, and a lot of people, they did not have funerals. People thought that them people was crazy. What do you mean that you're not having a funeral? That person deserves a funeral. You be like, what do you mean deserves a funeral? But that's because we have been trained and we've just been following for so long that we truly do be believing that we got to stay traditional on everything. You say, Willie, them foundations was GoFundMe before GoFundMe. Oh. Got to be more careful. Yeah, insurance. Yeah. Now listen, I will tell anybody, you cannot, and I will repeat, you cannot take care of 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 children. I know what y'all thinking. Well, Willie, but if you got the money, you can take care of. That's if that's what you consider taking care of a child, then all right, then you're right. If that's the case, like what is the dude? What is Nick Cannon is out here just putting seeds everywhere. You got to be the stupidest fool, but keep doing what you're doing, pimp. Because when it finally when it hits the fan and dealing with women and children to where they will have a leg up. Children gives women legs up on men or over men. When it hits the fan and they may just all come together and say, you know what? Let's say like $250,000 a year just ain't enough for me. I need more. And they go on around there about that child support is a problem. But listen, you can have the money, but you're not raising them children. Having money and being able to afford a roof over the head, food and clothing, it's not raising children. You can't give them time like that. You just can't give them you can't. You can't give them the proper time that they actually need. It is the same argument that we have with public schools, that there's so many kids inside of the classroom for one teacher. One teacher have 30, 40 children. You can't do it. It's impossible to give the children the attention that is needed. We've been making that argument for years, but if we feel like for teachers, if they can teach all of these kids, then maybe women need to have 20 and 30 children. If we believe that teachers can teach all these children, then we should believe that a mother can raise all these children. We would be retarded. But yeah. Yeah, but me personally, I don't give a damn, man or woman. You cannot give these people the time that's needed. These little humans, you just can't do it.
Says he also wants to make sure the man who shot his brother is held responsible.
Justice will be served. Justice will be served. Not for him, for his kids. He ain't just take my brother. He took their father.
And then we just got to think, what is justice to each individual? What really is justice? Because for some reason, it seems like we have the same definition of justice. It seems to me. And that same definition is go to jail for 15, 20, 30, 40 years. That's the same justice because we have been programmed to accept that as justice. You say all Nick Cannon kids is gonna be his ops. No cap. Hell, I can believe that too because listen, children wants a father. Children want to be with their daddies. Children really want to be with their daddies. And when you can't be with your daddy, but you can always be with your damn mama. If you want to talk about a single mama maker, that's a single mama maker right there. Like he's setting out to do that. That's deep. As long as I take care of them financially, and this mean that we have a good relationship. A lot of times when we claim to be so smart and so intelligent, we do a lot of reading and a lot of studying and all of that fly stuff right there. We is just really, really smart, and society looks at us as really, really smart until you just have a player like me who just look at shit for what it is and be like, we really, really stupid. You would think that a player like that, a player who actually educates himself and all that fly stuff right there, you would think that he wouldn't be that damn stupid. So your education does not make you smart. Your level of information does not make you intelligent and or smart. Because your education and your information, when shit don't line up with your decision making, are you really that smart? Moving right along, I ain't gonna much hold you. Look here. We got the links down in the description. We is about to go ahead on the close off. We is about to close off on YouTube. We're not going to end on YouTube, but I'm finna give y'all one more story to give y'all time to go ahead on and click the link at the bottom because we over here on the green. If you're looking at the screen, we're on the green. We live on the green and we live on the blue. We're going to end the show off with what I had done showed y'all that we're going to end the show off with. Maybe you was paying attention and maybe you wasn't paying attention, but either which way, we finna go ahead on and get on up out of here in just a second. I'm finna give y'all this one. And then we finna bounce on over.
Today, a 35-year-old man.
I gotta back that there up. Back that down up. So if y'all don't, hey, if you show up, you show up. If you don't, you don't. But this will be the last one over here on YT, and we're gonna end it on YT, but not where we finna go ahead on and go on around here. We have an Indiana man who is charged with raping a 14-year-old boy in the bathroom. Here we go.
Following other news today, a 35-year-old man is charged with raping a 14-year-old boy at a park on the north side.
CBS 4's Jesse Wells spoke with police and explains what led to the suspect's arrest.
Police credit technology like these surveillance cameras as well as assistance from the victim and an alert, quick-thinking North District officer for working together to help track down and arrest the suspect for the horrific crime. Walking to his summer job here at the MLK Center, a 14-year-old boy claims he went into the bathroom here at Tarkington Park and was raped by a complete stranger in late June. Brandon Merriweather is now charged with rape, sexual misconduct with a minor, and child solicitation for that alleged assault.
This 14-year-old experienced something unimaginable that nobody wants to experience. We're going to have lifelong implications resulting from this. But I'm proud of our officers and the work that they were able to do to help bring this suspect into custody.
IMPD says the suspect was captured on surveillance cameras going into the bathroom with the young victim. A picture of the accused rapist was then relayed to the entire police department, and a few days later, while on patrol in the area, an officer spotted someone who matched that description and stopped Merriweather for jaywalking. After confirming Merriweather's identity and showing his picture to the young victim, police say the boy picked his alleged attacker out of a photo lineup.
In this case, we had a victim who had experienced something terrible, but was able to cooperate with police, help get descriptions, help identify the person who's allegedly responsible for this.
Just 1 month before the alleged rape, Merriweather went to court and pleaded guilty to charges that he failed to warn his wife he had a dangerous disease and is HIV positive. But a judge suspended his entire sentence, and Merriweather was placed on probation, which he's accused of violating a few weeks later. He's now being held without bond. Merriweather is also facing a separate case of resisting law enforcement and drug possession after police claim he tried to run away from officers who went to arrest him last week. Jesse Wells, CBS 4.
I got a question. Should not the judge? Should the judge be sued? Should the judge be held accountable?
With police, help get descriptions, help identify the person who's allegedly responsible for this.
Just 1 month before the...
And before I play this part, I want y'all to understand that the teenager was able to pick him out of a lineup. The only, was it a lineup or a folder? Hold on.
Merriweather's identity and showing his picture to the young victim. Police say the boy picked his... Officer spotted someone who matched that description and stopped Merriweather for jaywalking. After confirming Merriweather's identity and showing his picture to the young victim, police say the boy picked his alleged attacker out of a photo lineup.
In this case,
out of a photo lineup. Oh, because they just took a picture of. I was thinking of something else.
We had a victim who had experienced something terrible, but was able to cooperate with police, help get descriptions, help identify the person who's allegedly responsible for this.
You say a map with all the letters, say HIV and LGBT.
Just 1 month before the alleged rape,
1 month. 1 month.
Merriweather went to court and pleaded guilty to charges that he failed to warn his wife he had a dangerous disease and is HIV positive. But a judge suspended his entire sentence, and Merriweather was placed on probation, which he's accused of violating a few weeks later. He's now being held without bond.
Why would they give him probation? If this fool did not disclose this to his wife, the one that he's in holy matrimony with, you just gonna let him be out here with the rest of us? I want y'all to be thinking about these judges. Well, again, like I be trying to point out, because it's not in their neighborhood, they'll put these people out back in your neighborhood. Yeah. So the one who don't mind continuously smashing the one that he loved, knowing that he got HIV, what would make y'all think that he would disclose this to any new person when he wouldn't do it to the one that he supposedly loved? Yeah, put him right on back out there in the street. Let him fandangle just a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Really, really smart. I think everybody need to be sued. Everybody need to be sued. Everybody who had the thing in it, damn it, the clerk need to be sued. The clerk didn't say, well, judge, you do know he got that shit. You do have an understanding that he got it. He didn't tell the one that he laid down with that he got it. So he damn sure ain't finna tell the new people. So now I want y'all to understand. So he allegedly done raped the 14-year-old and possibly has given the 14-year-old HIV. Which one do y'all think is worse? Being raped or being raped and now you have HIV? Just saying. Just asking the question. Y'all give yourself a pat on the back. Y'all done made it to the end of the midday news in these YouTube screens. Now, why is that doing that right there? Let me get a reload. I don't know why I did that right there. Am I still live? You say both? You say both? Yeah. But I said like which is worse? Which is worse? Now, why did that do that? Okay, so we're still here. All right, y'all. Players, prostate cancer awareness around here at the Willie Williams Show says just a finger. So your prostate don't work, your meat don't work. Mess around and lose your little la-la or your life. It's your choice. You make the call. Your body, your booty. I am here to help. Yes, I am. Yes, I'm is. Man, that got to be horrible to be graped and to possibly have HIV. And typically when people grape people and then they go to jail, typically the dudes in jail will grape the grapist, right? Say that again. Typically the dudes in jail will grape the grapist. Would you grape the grapist knowing that they got HIV? And a lot of people look at people in jail who does that is a form of justice. But do y'all think the grapist in jail is going to risk catching HIV? No. Just saying. Just asking the question. Say, see y'all later on the night. Stay STD free. That's what's up. That's what's up. Listen, the links is in the description. If y'all want to continue to watch the show, go ahead on and hit the links in the description. We own the R, which is the green, and we own the T, which is the blue. Y'all know what it is. Links in the description. Finna go ahead on and get on up out of here. I appreciate y'all for rocking with a player on YT.